assuming we clear out the lines the most entrancing star I perceive is the one that could puzzle our sky. It is the star Betelgeuse, commonly mispronounced as scarab juice or scarab crush. It's a red, exceptionally colossal star. On the off chance that you put it where the Sun is, it would extend out to the orbit of Jupiter. It's colossal, completely erratic, and destined to explode. Betelgeuse, as it appears in the universe, is not as straightforward as it seems. These giant events, like the most widely feared supernova, could shake everything we know. Furthermore, even though its core is hidden, Betelgeuse has been viewed as a sign, an incredibly large red star that is significantly greater than our Sun. Experts, including Brian Cox and other astronomers, believe it could go supernova, a possibility that has made people anxious about what might happen next. The James Webb Space Telescope is taking stunning photos of the star, raising the question of when Betelgeuse will transform into a supernova and what titanic effects it might have on Earth. To understand this star, we look at the constellation Orion, where it shines brightly. Betelgeuse is located on Orion's eastern shoulder, making it the second largest star in the constellation. Its name comes from the Arabic term Yad al-Jaw, the giant shoulder. Betelgeuse is not only one of the brightest stars in the night sky, but also an odd shade of red, which, as we'll see, signals trouble. We've known about Betelgeuse for centuries. A Greek observer named Hipparchus studied it, noting its reddish-orange color. In modern times, astronomers have focused on the star more closely and now have a better understanding of what makes it so uniquely bright. One of Betelgeuse's defining features is its variability. It is a variable star, meaning its brightness changes over time, with a magnitude ranging around 0.6. In 2019, scientists observed that Betelgeuse was acting strangely. It didn't stop shining completely, but became significantly dimmer, with its brightness dropping to a magnitude of 1.6. This behavior sparked investigations. Researchers found odd signs from the star, and their findings suggest that Betelgeuse could go supernova at any moment. Brian Cox, a renowned physicist and professor at the University of Manchester, supports this theory, describing Betelgeuse as a ticking time bomb. The James Webb Space Telescope has provided evidence to back up this concern. Betelgeuse is now classified as a supernova candidate, although scientists remain unsure of when it will explode. Its massive size, twice that of the Sun, is one reason for this classification. Stars need to be several times the Sun's mass to undergo a supernova. What makes Betelgeuse particularly fascinating is the wealth of new data about its surroundings. For example, researchers have detected peculiar light waves emanating from Betelgeuse. The star also exhibits periodic dimming, and between 2019 and 2020 it underwent an event now called the Great Dimming. During this time, Betelgeuse's brightness dropped to its lowest recorded level, worrying astronomers about its imminent explosion. However, the star unexpectedly became brighter again, increasing in luminosity by 150%, making it the seventh brightest star in the sky. This sudden change has led to various theories about what caused the Great Dimming. One possibility is that Betelgeuse ejected a massive cloud of dust which temporarily obscured its light. The James Webb Space Telescope revealed that the ejected material was 400 times larger than a typical coronal mass ejection. These findings suggest that Betelgeuse is nearing the end of its life as a red supergiant. Although Betelgeuse will eventually explode, scientists cannot predict exactly when. If it does, it will be the first supernova witnessed by humans since Johannes Kepler observed one in 16,004. For now, astronomers continue to monitor Betelgeuse fascinating behavior with cutting-edge tools including the James Webb Space Telescope. While Betelgeuse's eventual fate remains a mystery, its story reminds us of the dynamic and ever-changing universe. The question remains, what will happen when Betelgeuse finally goes supernova? The explosion of a star as massive as Betelgeuse would be one of the most dramatic events in the observable universe. A supernova of this magnitude would release an immense amount of energy, briefly outshining an entire galaxy for weeks or even months. Betelgeuse light could dominate the night sky, visible even during the day. Despite its proximity to Earth, which is approximately 2.5 light-years away, Betelgeuse's explosion is unlikely to pose any direct threat to our planet. Scientists estimate that a supernova would need to occur within 50 light-years of Earth to have catastrophic effects such as damaging the ozone layer or causing mass extinctions. Betelgeuse is far enough away that its explosion would be a stunning spectacle rather than a danger. However, the supernova would have significant effects on the surrounding region of space. The blast would create a massive shock wave, compressing nearby gas and dust clouds and potentially triggering the birth of new stars. The ejected material from the supernova, rich in heavy elements like iron, would scatter into space, contributing to the cosmic cycle of matter and the formation of future solar systems. What clues might indicate that Betelgeuse is about to explode? Astronomers are closely monitoring the star for unusual activity. They are using advanced tools like the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory LIGO to detect any gravitational waves that might precede a supernova. Additionally, the James Webb Space Telescope continues to capture detailed images of Betelgeuse's surface, revealing changes in its structure and brightness. One intriguing sign to watch for is the emission of neutrinos, nearly massless subatomic particles that are produced in vast quantities during the collapse of a star's core. If a sudden spike in neutrino activity is detected, it could serve as a warning that Betelgeuse's explosion is imminent. For now, Betelgeuse remains a mystery. Its behavior, oscillating between dimming and brightening, continues to puzzle scientists. Some experts believe the star could remain stable for tens of thousands of years, while others argue that its recent erratic activity suggests it could explode much sooner. The fascination with Betelgeuse isn't just scientific, it also carries cultural significance. Throughout history, the star has captured human imagination, appearing in myths and legends in ancient times. Its red color was often associated with war or misfortune. Today, Betelgeuse's impending demise serves as a reminder of the vastness of the universe and the forces at work within it. As we wait for Betelgeuse's final act, humanity has a front row seat to one of the most awe-inspiring phenomena in the cosmos. Whether it explodes in our lifetimes or supernova have the many generations from now, the study of Betelgeuse will continue to deepen our understanding of stellar evolution and the life cycles of the stars that shape our universe quite possibly one of the most charming stars and perhaps the most amazing in our sky is scarab juice, somewhat often alluded to as Betelgeuse. This red monster star, if placed where the Sun is, would stretch out to Jupiter's orbit. This marvelously tremendous star is on the edge of an explosion. However, the universe doesn't work in such direct terms. Surprising and pompous events like supernova have the potential to completely upset our perspective. An event of this magnitude may occur soon. While the chance of Betelgeuse going supernova looms, specialists are still trying to determine the exact sequence of events that will lead to its demise. Researchers continue to gather data from advanced space telescopes such as the James Webb Space Telescope and the Hubble Space Telescope. Despite Betelgeuse's extraordinary behavior, including its puzzling dimming and brightening cycles, there is no certainty about when it will finally reach the end of its life. Some speculate it may still take thousands of years before the star explodes, while others believe it could happen much sooner, perhaps within the next few years, or even months. The remarkable data collected by these powerful telescopes, combined with the star's eccentric behavior, has kept analysts restless. They are carefully monitoring Betelgeuse, using every instrument at their disposal to detect subtle changes that might indicate a supernova is imminent. When Betelgeuse does eventually explode, it will send shock waves through the universe, releasing an immense amount of energy. The blast will temporarily outshine the entire sky, visible even from Earth, as bright as the full moon. While this event will be a breathtaking cosmic display, it will not pose any immediate danger to Earth, as the star is over 600 light-years away. However, the supernova will provide a significant opportunity for researchers to study the final stages of a massive star's life and the phenomena associated with such a violent event. Betelgeuse's impending end is not just a scientific curiosity. It's a reminder of the vastness and strangeness of the universe. Stars like Betelgeuse play a vital role in the life cycle of galaxies, enriching the universe with the elements necessary for new stars, planets, and possibly life itself. The death of such a star is not an end, but rather a transformation, as it releases heavy elements that will eventually seed new stellar systems. Meanwhile, scientists continue to observe Betelgeuse and its behavior, unraveling the mystery of its future. With each new discovery, the intrigue deepens and our understanding of the universe expands. Perhaps soon we will witness one of the most extraordinary events known to humankind: Betelgeuse's transformation from a massive red supergiant into a dazzling supernova. Until then, the night sky will remain a canvas of wonder, with Betelgeuse shining brightly as a symbol of the transient nature of life in the cosmos. As we keep observing, the mystery surrounding its fate grows. Space scientists are particularly focused on the fact that this star is nearing the end of its life cycle. Its erratic behavior and the uncertainty surrounding its future have sparked immense interest. It's important to remember that supernovae are not the final stage for all stars. For example, smaller stars like our Sun will end their lives in a much quieter way, shedding their outer layers and leaving behind a white dwarf. However, Betelgeuse is a massive red supergiant, which means its death will be marked by a spectacular explosion, vastly different from the gradual fading of smaller stars. The sheer size of Betelgeuse makes it an intriguing subject of study with a radius many times larger than the Sun. If it were placed at the center of our solar system, it would extend beyond Mars' orbit. This gives a sense of just how massive it is compared to the Sun, which is already a giant by most stars' standards. Betelgeuse's size indicates that it has consumed enormous amounts of fuel throughout its life. As it approaches the end of its life, its core is collapsing under the force of gravity. This collapse will eventually trigger the violent explosion of a supernova. The process leading to Betelgeuse's explosion is complex. As it nears supernova status, the core of the star begins to control or react and heat up, while its outer layers expand and cool. This creates an unstable environment, with periodic fluctuations in brightness. These changes, such as the dimming event observed in 2019, are signs that the star is entering a period of rapid transformation. This dimming might be linked to a massive ejection of material from the star's surface, which temporarily obscures its light. Despite these fluctuations, Betelgeuse continues to emit light, albeit unpredictably, making it a fascinating object of study. The possibility that Betelgeuse may be a candidate for a nearby supernova has drawn the attention of space agencies and researchers worldwide. Using modern instruments like the James Webb Space Telescope and the Hubble Space Telescope, scientists are gathering an abundance of data on the star. These telescopes allow us to observe Betelgeuse in wavelengths previously inaccessible, such as infrared and ultraviolet light, providing insights into the star's internal processes. Additionally, researchers are using advanced models to simulate the behavior of massive stars like Betelgeuse. These models help scientists predict the star's future behavior and estimate the timeline for its explosion. While the exact timing of Betelgeuse's supernova remains uncertain, current data suggests it could happen soon. Some predictions suggest the explosion could occur within the next few years, while others estimate it might take a few thousand years. Regardless of the timeline, Betelgeuse's imminent end will undoubtedly be a landmark event in the study of stellar evolution. Although the explosion of Betelgeuse will not pose a direct threat to Earth, it will offer researchers a valuable chance to study the final moments of a massive star's life. By observing this event, astronomers will gain a deeper understanding of how massive stars die and what happens when they go supernova. The remnants of the explosion will provide new elements and materials that will enrich the interstellar medium, contributing to the formation of new stars. In conclusion, Betelgeuse is not a star that is fading away. It is a cosmic clock ticking down to a grand event. As scientists continue to observe this giant of the night sky, we are reminded of the wonders of the universe and the delicate balance that governs the lives of stars. Whether it's tomorrow, years, or millennia from now, when Betelgeuse finally reaches the end of its life, it will leave a legacy that will shape the universe for billions of years to come.